Infusible Ink coasters. We have this ceramic coaster, and then we have this coaster that is a cork coaster and it has an aluminum plate behind it. One thing I want to tell you is when you press these, you're pressing this for 4 minutes, so it's going to be really, really hot. So don't touch it for a long time. These ones I think you press for 60 seconds or 2 minutes. Not as hot, but still hot. So we have two different ways that you can make the coasters with all Infusible Ink projects. We have our transfer sheets, or we have pens. The transfer sheets, they're sticky when you cut them. The lining is sticky, so you don't need heat resistant tape, but with the pens you do. So let's first talk about this. So this is a transfer sheet. I don't have this. Oh, here, let's do this one. So with Infusible Ink, what happens when you heat it up is it turns into a gas, and that's how it transfers onto your blank. And so it starts a lot lighter than it finishes. So this is what this turns into, which is really cool.
Oh, wow.
Also, the coasters have a polymer coating on them, so they start shiny, which is really unique. When you use heat transfer vinyl on a coaster, you have to put something over it for it to be shiny or for it to be protected from the moisture. But these start shiny and end shiny, which is really fascinating. With the pens, what you do is you can either draw freehand a picture, or you can use an image in Design Space, or draw it and then upload it into Design Space and have your machine draw it. With all Infusible Ink projects, you want them to be mirrored. And what you do to transfer the ink from the pen to your coaster is you're going to draw on laser copy paper. The reason why you're using laser copy paper, not just regular copy paper, is because it has a higher resistance to heat. So that's why you're using laser copy paper. And then you draw your image on, and how you do the coaster. So if you're using a pen project, you're going to use this heat-resistant tape to tape your project onto your coaster, because you don't want to move it, because then the ink will kind of slide and do something that we call ghosting. So you have butcher paper down. This is to protect your Easy Press mat. You put your coaster down with the image taped on. You're going to put butcher paper on top of this, and that is to protect your Easy Press. The reason why you want to use butcher paper, not parchment paper, is because parchment paper has a silicone lining in it, and butcher paper does not. Also, when you're doing shirts and bags, the butcher paper helps to wick up any extra moisture. Where you can, if you're not going to remember everything I'm saying right now, you can go to Cricut.com/heat guide, and that will have all of the heat settings for anything heat transfer, not just Infusible Ink. And then you're going to press. This one is at 400 for 240 seconds. You could also use an Easy Press 1, and so that's where you'll get that setting in the heat guide. When you buy the transfer paper, it comes with just as many sheets of butcher paper as it does transfer paper. If your ink doesn't, on your transfer sheets, your ink shouldn't go through, so save your butcher paper so you can use it for your pen projects. Also, each box of transfer sheets comes with a little swatch. This is the same material as the t-shirts in it, so you can practice with your Infusible Ink before you're making your project.
Perfect.
Are there any questions? All right.
So my question actually, so you can only use the butcher paper, you cannot use the mat, the Cricut mat.
Because this is also soaking up moisture.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, that's great to know. And it's nice to know that the paper comes with it, but the tape is sold separately.
Yes, and the paper also is to help with the silicone mat. I don't think your heat would get through how you want it to.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.